Hello Taurus, I am Poetic Heretic, and this is your February 2017 tarot forecast. Do remember you can use these videos for your sun, rising, and moon signs. So let us begin. You're coming into the month with the Five of Swords. This is indicating the likelihood for some conflict, some stress, some tension. So there might be some other people that are kind of sort of getting on your nerves, that you're having some issues with, and you're kind of feeling like, man, I wish those people just weren't so bothersome, weren't bothering me. Which that does seem to more or less evolve as we go, so just hang on. The next card, what may help or hinder, is the Queen of Swords. Now, it did get pulled reversed, but we kind of have to look at both the upright and reverse meanings to really understand this. This card is like saying that bad friends and allies, as well as a lack of perception, could hinder you, could be a challenge to you this month. So like these, people that are kind of bothering you, getting on your nerves, any tension that there might be between other people, maybe it's unspoken. This could be kind of sort of the challenge of the month. And what you want to do, like the upright Queen of Swords, you want to focus on having order and precision and being perceptive and objective and logical and having penetrating insight and knowledge, but above all else being perceptive and objective, I would say, will help you deal with some of this crazy energy here in the month of February. The underlying energy, you have the Devil card, the one and only Devil card. This is pointing to, again, the issues up here with like the Five of Swords, but it's like beneath the surface you feel like you're being tested, you feel unhealthy attachments perhaps as well. You feel like it's a situation that you just want to kind of sort of get out of, but it's like in a way you feel like you can't, like you're kind of stuck with it, and you're like, man, I would just like to yell at this person or these people, tell them to get the hell out of my life. You're just kind of feeling more or less fed up with it. The Devil card is a pretty intense card. For the past issues you've had to deal with, there's the Knight of Cups reversed. This could have been a loss of love. This could have been a loss of a friendship. This can be emotional issues in general. This can also be trouble that you've had with an adult water sign male, an adult male water sign in the past, but that has kind of led to what you're facing now. So this may be all connected even with some of the tension and the annoyances and whatever, these irritating people getting on your nerves in the present, or just maybe a feeling. Maybe it's not actually people, but just a feeling of tension, or like you're being tested and you have to be really on your guard, like the Queen of Swords more or less is. What you hope to achieve is the Seven of Wands reversed. This is like letting go of grievances. This is a cessation of antagonism and conflict. So obviously you're wanting all this stuff to rest. If there is any conflict, you're wanting it to just go away. But what you're really saying, Taurus, when we look at the cards together, and especially with the Devil card here as the underlying energy, Taurus, you're saying, you know what? I deserve to be happy, is what you're saying. I deserve to be happy. I shouldn't have to deal with these crazy, annoying people, and I'm going to put up strong boundaries between myself and these other people, or at least that's what I would like to do. That's what I am focusing on. You're like, I deserve happiness, and I'm not putting up with their crap anymore. I'm putting up strong boundaries. I'm I'm going to at least try to assert my individuality and just distance myself from whatever this situation is, because damn it, I deserve to feel happy. That's more or less what I believe you are saying, Taurus. And I will say I completely agree with you. You deserve to be happy. So do put up whatever boundaries you have to put up, basically. The next card for the near future, the Ace of Swords reversed. This is kind of like commenting on the Queen of Swords reversed as well, or these two cards are have some similarities. This is another card of a risk for bad decision making, poor choices, bad judgments. It can be things kind of getting chaotic, disorder, ruin. But again, it's just reminding you, just make sure that you're perceptive, like the Queen of Swords reminds you, and objective and insightful, and you can basically head off whatever that is and instead turn this into an advantage rather than a disadvantage, and make it a card, or make it a time, an indicator of good decision making as opposed to poor decisions. So just, any decisions you have to make early in the month, be extra careful with them. Make sure that you're making the right decisions. And even if possible, if you're unsure about a decision, you always have the option of, well, maybe not always, but in many situations you have the option of waiting, putting off the decision, just be like, I don't have to figure this out right now. I can wait until a better time. So do whatever works best for you. The next card for your attitude or position on the situation halfway through the month is the Sun card reversed. So for some of you, this could just be that you're feeling a little bit clouded, a little bit off still. Maybe you finally distanced yourself from this craziness, the tension, the stress, the conflict, and you're just like, man, what the hell even was that? What is even going on in my life at this point? But I think there are a couple of possibilities here, because the Sun card is one of those cards, kind of like the Ten of Cups also coming up, that is so positive when it's upright. It has such a harmony to it that even when it's reversed and the energy is blocked, it's like still some of that positive energy is kind of sort of possible, or it is kind of sort of possible for it to get through. So you could just be feeling like kind of good, just not great. Or you could be feeling okay, just not really on your game or whatever. For others though, especially if you're not taking the advice of the Queen of Swords and being perceptive and objective, this could be you're feeling down, feeling sad, maybe even depressed, feeling like it's challenging to be optimistic. So again, a couple of possibilities depending on which path you take. And but hopefully by this point, especially after watching this video, you distance yourself from any troubles at the beginning of the month, done whatever the hell you have to do in order to feel good. And of course, I know how you are, Taurus. You like your safety, you like your security. You basically don't put up with crap in the first place. So I think this is a sign generally of improvement. But it's also like you might not completely be there yet. So just do your best to focus on more optimistic thoughts as you work through this craziness. The next card, the outside force coming in, is the Ten of Cups reversed. Again, some of the positive energy of this card upright could be getting through. So this might be a celebration of some kind that comes your way that you kind of enjoy, you just don't really enjoy, or it might be good times with friends that are good, they're just not great. Also fun times with family that are just kind of fun, just not really fun. For others of you, it could be something much darker. Again, especially if you're not being, if you're not in a perceptive, objective state of mind. This can be a card of warning, a card of danger, even a card of evil itself when it is reversed. it can be the loss of happiness, the loss of love, uh, having your inner peace disturbed, and generally an interruption in harmony. And so, again, just be perceptive and you should be able to head that off. The next card is the Knight of Wands reversed for your hopes or fears. So the Knight of Wands reversed is a card of like weakness, doubt, hesitation, apathy, being easily swayed or led by others. So this is like, again, more of your concerns that even possibly later in the month when you've gotten away from, when you've hopefully gotten away from crazy people, that you're like, well, I'm still kind of concerned that I'm going to get mixed up in their madness again, or I'm going to get caught up in their drama, that they're going to try to impose themselves upon me. I'm worried that I can't stand strong as an individual, and that somehow they're going to like subvert that. But remember, this is just the hopes or fears position. This isn't any physically manifested reality. This is just something that you're a little bit worried about. And from the looks of it, with the Ten of Wands coming up here, you shouldn't have to worry about it. But again, remember, that's just a concern. Focus instead. Again, try to think of the upright meanings of the card, like energy, drive, ambition, concentration, self-reliance, self-confidence, and, don't let anyone get in the way between you and your happiness. Put up those strong boundaries as needed. And the outcome card, now, let us come to that, is the Ten of Wands. And this is the really good news here, finally, after all this craziness. This is basically saying that whether you take an ideal path or not through this month, this is your seeing it through. This is your defeating the odds. This is a card of completion, finale, termination. So, whatever you faced, for some of you it might just be a minor annoyance, for others it might be something extreme. Whatever it is, this is your seeing it through and defeating the odds. This is like a card of victory and triumph. This is a card of mastery and experience, and like you're better for having had the experience. And interestingly enough, notice the double tens here, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So that's implying also around the end of the month, this could be like the conclusion of a cycle of some kind in your life, or a theme in your life. This is the completion of it, and a new cycle is about to begin. Something new and probably better, but still, regardless, the completion of a cycle. And so that's about it, Taurus. I can also mention the Queen of Swords. This could take the form of a person as well, like I mentioned with the Knight of Cups, but this would be an adult air sign female who may help or hinder you this month. And the Knight of Wands could be an adult male fire sign that, being in the hopes or fears position and being reversed, you might be worried about either you're concerned for the person himself, or he is a person that you're worried is going to like try to interfere with you. But again, remember, you've got it under control, more or less. And so, hopefully it's not too crazy for you. It looks like regardless, things are likely to brighten up before too long, or even if they don't brighten up completely, you still got this stuff to look forward to. But again, you know, you're the one who creates your future. You're the one who creates your destiny. So if you see the possibility for something you don't like in this, just say, well, I know what it is I don't want. What is it that I do want? And like if you don't want fighting, focus on how you do want harmony with other people and flow your energy towards that. Again, I said it in the last video for this month for Aries, and I'll say it in this one. That's why we do these spreads here. That's why I do these videos, is to help people as much as possible. And so remember, that's always what you want to do, is when you see something that's not what you want it to be, focus on basically the opposite of it, on what you do want to have happen. And then you'll unblock the energy and you'll be much better off for having experienced that. So the power of positive thinking, as they say. So anyway, that's about it, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this reading. This has been a tarot forecast for the sign of Taurus for the month of February 2017 from Poetic Heretic. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.